Hi, my name's Ben Lackey. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can debug a Couchbase deployment on Azure. And this is using our Azure Resource Manager, or ARM, templates. This isn't something you should typically have to do, but as you begin to work more with the ARM templates and customize them to meet your own demands, it may become more relevant. Cool, so let's get started. I'm going to flip over to the terminal here, and I've already deployed a Couchbase cluster. You can see the name of one of the nodes is here, so I'm going to copy that. But real quick, we're going to look at one other thing. So if I go into my home directory, I'm using the Azure CLI, the 1.0, and I can change directory into .azure. There are a number of things here. One of the most interesting for our purposes is azure.air. So I can cat that file, and you can see a number of things in here. It looks like in the past I've had a couple failures because my template was invalid, which happens from time to time. But this is where we can go look at that and debug that a bit. So that's client side. Now let's look at server side. So I'd copied that host name. I'm going to SSH into Couchbase at that host name. Hit enter. Guess I've never done this before, so hit yes. And now I need to enter in the password that I specified when I built the cluster. So I'm going to do that. Hit enter, and now I'm connected to my machine. And there are a number of different places we can look at things, but I'm going to go look at the Azure standard out and standard air logs. Because those potentially have compromising information in them, we need to be root to see them. So I'm going to sudo su. I'm going to change directory into var lib, and under there, there's a WA agent. This is the result of some sort of deprecated naming. It's a Windows Azure agent, which dates from when Azure was under the Windows brand, not the Microsoft brand. So under here, I have a number of different things, but once again, for our purposes, we're interested in custom script here. And I go to download 0. I'll clear all this out. And this is where the Linux extensions or custom scripts ran on the machines as they were first configured. And you can see here a number of startup scripts that were downloaded either from the marketplace or the GitHub repo, as well as the Couchbase installer here. And then there are two interesting files. There's standard air and standard out. So, we can cat standard air and take a look at it and see what all was printed to standard air as this thing was coming up. Nothing that interesting. Some stuff from curl, something complaining about standard in, no big deal. And then this, it looks like, is a bunch of lines from downloading the installer. Okay, let's clear that out. And we're going to look at one other file here, standard out. So I'm going to cat that guy. And similarly, you can see the output of the startup script running. So it went through, it did a bunch of stuff, and it even created a bucket at the end and initialized the cluster and so forth. If this hadn't run cleanly, we might see errors in here that would help us debug and modify our scripts. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a line, and happy to help out. Thanks.